Bobby from rejoiceandcreate.com, and last year I made this little pillow box treat pouch, which is a very cute little thing, but I used a die for it. And I thought it'd be a really fun thing to make one this year which didn't have the die, so I came up with this. Now, you could make it as long as you wanted to, and of course this one I used a 12-inch piece of paper, but you could use for a 6-inch piece of paper as well, and that would be a great way to use up 6 by 6, because what you need is 5.5-inch wide by whatever length you want, and this is 5.5-inch wide by 12 inches. And this I have it labeled as Spooky Cat, but I think it's Spooky Night paper. It's a retired paper from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to use the other side of this particular paper, and you start with a piece of paper that's 5.5 inches wide by whatever length you want. Now, there are some fun things you can fit in this pillow box. Certainly pencils and erasers would fit for a cute classroom treat. Any kind of candy sticks or pixie sticks, skinny chocolates, a nail file with little nail polish. Now this one is 3/4 of an inch wide, so it'd have to be those little tiny, the cute little nail polish bottles. Some tea bags with some honey sticks, or even a latte or coffee sticks would fit in there as well. I'm sure you could think of other things too. And it's not just for Halloween, you can decorate it for any occasion you want. Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, and I have a little tag as an example for what would be a nice Thanksgiving one. Or even someone's birthday. And this one will hang on a door. So what we need is a piece of pattern paper that is 5.5 inches by 12 for this particular project. And what I did is I just made 2 of them out of a 12 by 12. This is just the back half of that other piece of paper. And I cut it 5.5 inches wide, and I keep this strip because this is what I use for my little flags on my label. So I'm going to keep that one on the side. Now for this one, I'm using my Stampin' trimmer, but you don't have to have a trimmer. So what I'm going to do is score this at 2.5 inches. And 5 inches. And this gives me that 1/2 inch on the side. All right, now I'm going to turn it around to the end, and at 1 inch, I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to mark, and this one I'm going to use a Sharpie marker so we can see it. Right where it crosses that 1/2 inch, I'll mark a mark. And this is to help with the pillow box. On this side, at the 1 inch, I'll make a mark. And then right where that center score line is, again, I'll make a mark. And you can do it in pencil so you can erase it afterward. I'm just doing it in pen so I can see it and so you guys can see it. All right, so across that 1/2 inch score line, across that 2.5 inch score line, and right on this side. And that helps me form my pillow box. All right, now I think it's gonna have to do it sideways because it's so long. All right, so this is my 1/2 inch, and as I was saying, is you don't need to have a cutter to do this. All you do is measure 1/2 inch up here, measure 1/2 inch down there, and then just put your ruler up to it and, you know, kind of fold it so you kind of have an even fold on it. And then once you do that, now I'm gonna put the stripes out on this one, and once you do that, you can fold that 1/2 inch over, and that's our glue tab. And then all you do from there is just fold this over to match the other side. But because we have that 2.5 inch score line, all we do is fold on this 2.5 inch score line, and we got it like that. Okay, so that's where we are. Now I have the mark here, and let me see, the mark is over here. Let me just transfer it a little bit to this side because I was kind of over on the other side so I can see it. As I said, you'd want to do this in pencil, or you can just cut it off if you want to. All right, so once we have that folded over, we're going to make the bottom a pillow box. So decide which end is the bottom. Of course, if you have a pattern, that would be right side up. And this is 2.5 inches wide. And what we're aiming for is about a 5 inch. We want double the width of our pillow box to be in a diameter of a circle. So we have 2.5 inch. We want double that, around 5 inches of a circle for a template, and I'm going to use my CD because that's just under 5 inches. All right, so I'll take this and I'm going to do the bottom curve first, line it up on one edge and the other. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to score, or you can draw a line. I'm going to score, and then just go ahead and cut the bottom curve of it off. right, so we got that one off, and what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and glue the side. So right where I am right there, I'm just going to make a little angled cut on that tab, put some heavy duty adhesive, and I'm using the Tombow Extreme, and then just go ahead and fold that over. Okay. So now we're going to do the other part of the bottom of the pillow box. So go ahead and take your disc again, or whatever you're using for your circle, and line it up on those two side points and go ahead and score. Now because I don't, I can feel it a little bit but not too much, I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. Line up where those two marks would be, or the two corners, and score. Okay. Now, if we're doing a regular pillow box, we might punch a notch in it, but because we're going to be using this as the bottom for our treat holder, we're actually going to just glue it together. All right. So decide which is your front and which is your back. And let's see. I think I'm going to, it doesn't really matter on mine, I think I'm going to make this one the front. So that's the one I'll glue second. Okay, so that's the front, so I'll put the adhesive on this one. And what I'm going to do is just put one strip of this on there, the Tombow Extreme, and that'll help me catch it quickly. But then I'm going to use some glue around it, because that will help hold it for the long haul. All right, so go ahead and flip that over. And because it's a pillow box, the curves might be a little off, so take a long ruler or a dowel or something and use it to push your fingers against to hold that in place. Now the Tombow Extreme will catch, and it will give the glue a chance to dry. All right, so you just have to peek in and make sure that your ends are down, and if you find that your end might not be quite down all the way, just go ahead and either throw a glue dot on there or put a little bit of glue, which is what I'm going to do, and just pinch it closed. Got that one? And that one might need a little too. Okay, so I'm going to hold some glue on there, and then I'm just going to close it and pinch those closed for a moment. All right. Now let me bring back this one for a minute. I actually used an old oval punch, oval paper punch to make this one, and then I used that same punch for the sides. But if you don't have one, a circle punch will work as well, or whatever you have. If you have a decorative punch you want to make the opening with, that would be excellent too. All right, so I'm going to use my 1.5" punch on this one because I like the way that it looks, and actually I'm just going to use that to round the edges as well. You can use whatever corner rounder you have, and then I'm just going to tuck this in about as far as it will go, center it in there, and punch it. And that gives me my little handle. All right, so now I've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and make my little Halloween treat. And what I used for this one was actually an 1 3/4" punch. And I punched out of a piece of, this is Very Vanilla by Stampin' Up, but any vanilla or white cardstock that you have would be good. I used some dark ink, and this happens to be Memento Tuxedo Black, but I think my sponge also had some of the early espresso on there as well. And I distressed the edges and then a little across the center as well. I used those strips that I had left over, and a 6" strip would work as well, and I just cut it kind of in half. This is really kind of long, I don't need quite so much, and glued that together. Then I just flag the ends. I glued my little moon on. Then I just stuck a sticker that I got from the Dollar Tree, a glitter cat sticker on there. And let's see, do I want the black one? Oh, our purple one would look kind of cool. Oh, even a silver one would look really neat. Actually, I think I'm going to use the orange one this time. When you pull them off, be careful of their tails. All right, and there he is. Okay, then I just go ahead and punch a hole on the top and tie it through. And this time, what I used to tie through is I used a 50% off coupon at Michael's, and I got 50 yards of this jute twine, which will make a whole classroom or a whole workspace. So I cut off probably about 16 inches so I could tie it around. And I tie this around in a knot. If you want to tie it in a bow and then with a thread hang the label, you can. But I just wanted to tie this one in a knot. And then I just threaded one of the little legs through and tied a bow. All right. Oops. I think the jute twine looks really nice for the distressed Halloween or even fall. Okay, so let's cut those off. And I probably would take a moment to go ahead and distress the sides of those banner tails so that they would stand out a little bit more. And you could certainly punch a or stamp a boo or Halloween treats or something sentiment on there as well. But let me put these sideways because they're not going to fit otherwise. And if you want to hang it over a doorknob, but you just have a smaller punch, all you do is take a pair of scissors and just cut straight a little slit down on the front and the back, and that will be hidden, but it'll allow you to pop it over the doorknob to hang it, and then it'll kind of close and be hidden on that one. So this is my project today, a long pillow box pouch, treat holder for any occasion really, but I decorated this one for the fall and for Halloween. I hope you enjoyed the project, and if you did, please subscribe. And if you need more information, go to rejoiceandcreate.com. And as always, until we meet again, I hope your days are blessed. Bye!